This mean comparison table tests the hypothesis that in a comparison of individuals, women will give the Democratic Party higher ratings than will men. This particular hypothesis controls for marital status. We know something about the gender gap, that it's very interaction laden. That means it depends on where you look for it. Sometimes you find a bigger gap than other places. For example, here are all unmarried respondents. Married, is our married? No, code 0. Unmarried males rated the Democrats at about 53. Unmarried females at about 62. So that's about a 9-point gender gap among unmarried. Notice when we switch to married, is our married? Yes. We go down here, males and females. Males are at about 46, females at about 48, only about a 2-point gap down here. So we went from a 9-point gap for unmarried to about a 2-point gap among married individuals. This makes it an interaction relationship because the strength of the relationship is different depending on the value of the control variable. In an interaction relationship, either the direction or the strength of the relationship varies. We can say that in both cases, women are more likely to give the Democrats higher ratings than our men, but the strength is much stronger among unmarried individuals than married individuals. Interestingly, we can confirm this interaction interpretation by looking at the marriage gap for males, unmarried males at 53, married males at 46. What is that? About a 7-point marriage gap. That is that married males are about 7 points cooler. But for women, the marriage effect is remarkably stronger, from 62 degrees among females to 48. That's about a 14-point gap, about twice the size of the marriage gap for men. One more thing before we get to discussing how to produce this table. These mean comparison tables are so compact. At the bottom where it says total, you see the overall gender gap. This is without any control, without controlling for marital status. And you see women at 54, men at 40. Now about a 5-point gap overall. The marriage gap, you can compare this total, 57.71, to this total, 47.13, and see that the marital status gap is more than 10 points. It's a fairly easy matter. I'm going to click Analyze, Compare Means, Dependent List. That's FT-DEM. That's the feeling thermometer for Democrats. We're going to click that in Dependent List. Here's a proviso when you're doing mean comparison analysis. To get the most interpretable table, or the one that makes the most sense, one like that we just analyzed over here, always put the control variable in layer 1 of 1. So I'm going to go find married. We constructed this variable in chapter 3. That's the control, so it goes in the first layer box. Go to next, and that's where the independent variable goes. And I'm going to go here and find gender. That goes in layer 2 of 2. What SPSS is going to do is going to go through the data set. It's going to separate out all respondents on the basis of the control. That's the first step the thing is going to do. And then it's going to compare men and women within each category of the control. That's the kind of table we want to see. That's why you set it up that way. One more thing, click Options. Click Standard Deviation back into the statistics list. Make it a nice, lean, readable table. Click OK. And there you go. There's a nice mean comparison table.